Ever since heeding the call by Vince McMahon, John Cena has shown what ruthless aggression really means.
SmackDown's fastest rising star, John Cena!
I do not back down from any challenge. I fear nothing and regret less. And I am right here.
And at the Royal Rumble in 2004, Cena would prove no different.
Who's it gonna be? It's John Cena!
You think you're untouchable?
One life. Business has picked up.
At the Royal Rumble, everything was going John Cena's way until he ran into a giant.
Big Show. Big Show eliminated John Cena.
Ankle looks
But
so
a
sore
determined
as well.
Cena wouldn't stay down for long.
So it's time we settle this U.S. title. You and me. WrestleMania 20. I accept.
Oh, it's on! Wow!
You got the franchise player on the Super Bowl stage. So get that gorilla Big Show out of his cage.
I'm gonna walk in the United States champion. And whether you can see me or not, I'm gonna walk out the United States champion.
It would be the WWE's newest rising star, John Cena, versus the largest athlete in the world, The Big Show.
WrestleMania 20, where it all begins again. John Cena trying to win the United States Championship off The Big Show, who defeated Eddie Guerrero for it at No Mercy.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the United States Championship. Introducing the challenger from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing 248 pounds, John Cena.
I wouldn't want to kick off WrestleMania any other way than with SmackDown's fastest rising star, John Cena.
I'm untouchable, but I'm possibly you to feel me. I actually know this right, but I won't do it. I'll go through the card. JC versus The Big Show first, and then we've got Booker T and Rob Van Dam defeating the Dudley Boys, Garrison Kane and Mark Jindrak, and La Resistance of Rene Dupree and Rob Conway in a fatal four-way match for the World Tag Team titles. Rob Conway was pinned in that match by Rob Van Dam. Christian beat Chris Jericho. Evolution of Batista, Randy Orton and Ric Flair defeated the Rock and Sock Connection in the 3-on-2 handicap match. Tori Wilson and Sable defeated Miss Jackie and Stacey Keebler in a match.
Weighing in at 500 pounds, he is the United States champion, The Big Show.
He's the world's largest athlete at 7 feet, 500 pounds. And for the first time in his decorated career, The Big Show is defending a title at WrestleMania, the United States Championship that the show has held since last year. Have you ever remembered an athlete as dominating over the past couple of months as The Big Show has been?
But not as dominant as The Big Show. When The Big Show is motivated, when The Big Show is focused, he is unstoppable.
John Cena's WrestleMania debut tonight with a chance to win the United States Championship. First match of the evening here at WrestleMania 20. And you have to imagine that both these men have got to be nervous.
What are we up to? Chavo Guerrero retaining the Cruiserweight title against Akio, Kidman, Funaki, Jamie Noble, Nunzio, Rey Mysterio, Shannon Moore, Tajiri, and the Ultimo Dragon. Goldberg defeating Brock Lesnar. Too Cool. Rikishi and Sco Too Hardy retaining against the APA, the Basham Brothers, and the World's Greatest Tag Team. Victoria beat Molly Holly and then shaved her head. Eddie Guerrero retained against Kurt Angle. The Dead Man returned against Kane. And Benoit beat Triple H and Shawn Michaels by submission.
It's John Cena versus The Big Show for the United States Championship. This is the first time the United States Championship has ever been defended at WrestleMania, King.
Well, John Cena has been delivering a near steady stream of insults toward The Big Show. And that's a tactic that might just backfire if Big Show gets angry enough.
John Cena has really surged as of late, King. But has Cena bitten off more than he can chew here tonight?
Well, these two have battled on and off for the past several months on SmackDown, and it all comes to a head here tonight. Ooh, nothing pretty about that.
Has he got his opponent, and what's he going for here?
Way back with a fall-away slam. King, plain and simple. Does John Cena have a chance to win here tonight?
Oh, I think John Cena has a chance. But in my opinion, I don't think John Cena's going to win. But that's just my view. I mean, John Cena's a world-class athlete. He's on the rise. John Cena has to try and chop down the big Redwood Big Show.
It's important to remember, ladies and gentlemen, that the Big Show has been in many high-stakes battles in his career. This is not the Big Show's first barbecue.
That's right, JR. The Big Show has basically faced everyone there is to face. And that's a huge edge in a match like this.
Lots of chanting from JR and the King. I forgot what I was going to say. Maybe it was about Big Show's WrestleMania record. He almost never won a match at WrestleMania. I think his first WrestleMania win was against Cody Rhodes, the Intercontinental Championship. Otherwise, there's just lots of losses for the Big Show. I think this is his first... No, not his first WrestleMania. WrestleMania 2000 was his first WrestleMania. He was in that hardcore match as well that he lost with Raven and Kane. 17. I don't think he was on 18 or 19.
Oh, Big Show needs to stay focused and regroup. He needs to rely on his power and stick to his game.
Pretty much squashed Eddie Guerrero at No Mercy as well.
Never count out the Big Show. He has so many ways to punish you inside that
I give him the
ring.
5-knuckle shuffle. What's his signature?
The man's a legitimate giant. That's the biggest advantage of them all.
Here it is. You can't see me. I remember what it was now. John Cena's his wrestling debut at WrestleMania. The WrestleMania 19, he did a bit of a rap backstage, whether it was on Sunday Night Heat or just before the show. Alright, pin him.
Oh, man. I don't think anyone expected John Cena to step up to the Big Show like this.
The Big Show must do something drastic at this point, King.
Big Show's kicked out. Big Show's kicked out. The first person to kick out of the AA. Or the FU, it's called the FU.
Chain in hand. He can't use this. Cena's going to get disqualified.
What's your obsession with the title anyway? You can't be cheating like this.
The referee doing the right thing.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait, no.
He's got the nooks.
The nooks in his hand off the
I love the bounce off the ropes. Gotta give him another AA.
We know what this is.
Look at him just pick his opponent up like a rag doll.
John Cena's gonna be United States champion.
This be it.
And he's won the championship. John Cena's the man. The champ.
Here is your winner and new United States champion, John Cena.
John Cena has done the impossible. John Cena has slain the giant to win the United States Championship.
He needed the brass knuckles to do it, though, JR. I mean, it is WrestleMania, and I guess whatever it takes, but John Cena is the new United States champion.